Knowledge is awareness of facts.
Okay.
Things that are true.
Does it have to be in a particular subject matter, or are we talking about all subjects?
I'm not sure. Just your friend introduced us to.
So when you said, "Are you a person of knowledge?"
Yeah.
Exactly what did you mean?
No, I just
In
meant
what context?
In the context of religion.
Right. Okay. The way I look at things. Okay. Oh, sorry. The way I look at things. I'm sorry. Your name?
Jason.
Jason. I'm Shabir. Nice
Shabir.
meeting you, sir. Yeah. You see, in the context of religion, the first thing I say is the word religion is something that has been used to try and understand a particular set of rules that people understand.
Okay.
I, on a personal note, do not subscribe to the word religion in the context of Islam. I'm a Muslim. Okay.
Is Islam not a religion?
I don't consider Islam a religion.
Is it a philosophy?
Not even that. It is a complete, comprehensive system of life.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
People use
so
religion to refer to those sorts of systems of life.
not really, because if I were to say, okay, the word religion came from the Latin religare. Okay. Are you familiar with that?
Nope.
No, you're not. Okay. So it's about a question of knowledge now. Yeah? And if you want to try and establish a particular conclusion, then the best thing to do in the context of knowledge is to try and understand how we arrive at a certain conclusion. Now, the word religare, if you trace it back, okay, clearly is suggesting the idea or the notion that you may be blind to what you are accepting without considering the necessary evidence.
Okay.
Follow? The Quran actually is the opposite of that. It requests us to seek the necessary information, seek the evidence, establish proof. Do not take things blindly.
Okay.
Now, granted,
If you do-
granted there are certain things which we may not have the necessary information to make an informed decision on. But that doesn't necessarily mean we will not find that information that is required to formulate the necessary conclusion.
Okay. Sounds like
So-
to me you're saying you don't believe it on faith.
The word belief, I don't subscribe to either. And the word faith, I don't subscribe to either. Now, I'm saying this based on the information available. So, if I were to say to you, for example, Christianity, it's a religion.
It is.
Okay. Islam, it's a religion.
Yep.
According to the common understanding. Hinduism is a religion.
Another religion.
Okay. Now, some brand of Christianity consider the Creator to be a multiplicity.
Right.
Hindus, they have got a similar sort of philosophy.
I've heard.
Islam says one and only one
One and only one.
Creator. Okay. So now
People, well, one,
sorry.
Humans are creators.
Sorry?
Humans are creators.
There we are. So now we have to go and look at the word creator, don't we?
Okay.
And define it appropriately. So, but just following through, you see, the question I would ask here, Jason, is if this religion, if we use the word religion according to the definition,
Yeah.
this one talks about a triunity of the Creator. This one talks about a multiplicity of creators. This one says only one Creator. Logically and commonsensically speaking, as you said, are they equal in terms of the word religion?
What do you mean by equal?
In terms of understanding. You see, if I say, oh, Hinduism is a religion,
Yeah.
Christianity is a religion, Islam is a religion, to the listener, all of them are the same, aren't they?
Same or they're in the same category?
Absolutely, in the same category, aren't they? And if they are in the same category, then the understanding automatically is they're all the same.
Not
Common
necessarily-
sense.
Well,
Excellent. Where are you going to draw the distinction?
if some of them have some sort of philosophical.
No, when you say if some of them have, I have just
Yeah.
given an example.
Okay.
So let's follow that.
Three religions, they would. Well, proponents of those. All of those religions have people who would say that they are true objectively based on evidence, and they would argue in that case.
Superb.
They come to Speaker's Corner, and then we.
Excellent. You said they would prove objectively.
Yes. Well, no, they would try to. I don't know how successful they would be.
Okay, but here is an issue, isn't there? You see, knowledge requires certain aspects that the human being must be privy to. Okay? So, where I use the example of triunity, multiplicity, and one. Yeah? Now, we know that we are talking about an entity that, by definition, we cannot fully explain. We're talking about that. A creator, a God, according to the common understanding.
Okay.
So, let's relegate that out of the way and ask ourselves, we are here, we have got this facility to reason, we have got the faculties to critically analyze. To what end?
To what end would we have these faculties?
Why do we have them? What are we doing here? Why am I here having a conversation with you when I go home, wherever home is?
Yeah.
Why? And when I die, why? We have got the ability to ask the question why.
You can ask why. So why is to look for some sort of cause or some sort of telos, some sort of purpose.
Why?
You're asking why I gave that answer.
No, I'm asking why should I have a purpose?
Maybe you don't have a purpose.
No, I'm saying why shouldn't I have a purpose?
Why should you not have a purpose?
Yeah.
Why should you not? What mean? You have a purpose if...
What I'm basically saying, Jason, is that even saying no purpose, I can ask why no purpose. If you say purpose, I say why purpose. Then I will ask the ultimate question, why was I born? And why do I die?
Are you asking about cause or purpose?
Both. Let's use both. Whatever you say, ultimately the conclusion is a question, why do I die?
Because your body gets exhausted.
Why is the body the way it is?
Why is the body the way it is?
Yes.
My understanding, well, in terms of not being immortal, in terms of mortality, because I don't know why.
Excellent. Now I can actually ask the question, Jason, why don't you know?
I know. Why should I know? Knowledge is not automatic. You have to find out things.
Superb. Why should you know? But why are you asking that? Can you see? No matter exactly. No matter which way you go, we come to an impasse. Okay. I want to know why there is an impasse. Now, my contention is, from my standpoint, I look at everything and reasonably come to the conclusion that there is some form of intelligence behind what I observe. The fact that I have the faculties to be able to discern leads me to the conclusion that there is a supreme intelligence behind all this. Now, as soon as I take that question into the mind, I start seeking the answer. Because no matter what we say, you see, we call it, in psychological terms, there is herd mentality, okay? Now, if you take that on a loose basis, you find that the majority of the people, even if they may slightly disagree with a group, they get taken by the group. You look at, it does, doesn't it? You look at the supporters in stadiums, yeah?
Yes.
No matter what the player does, even if it is a totally illegal tackle, they will still be shouting his name, yes? There is a mindset approach here, okay? Now, I say that once I have considered this, I have come to the conclusion there is a supreme intelligence. And if there is a supreme intelligence, logic would only dictate that unless and until this supreme intelligence communicated with us, I would not be able to answer the necessary questions about this potential supreme intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, as soon as I did that, I automatically was able to answer the question of why I'm here. I was able to answer the question of what the purpose is of being here. Questions which the atheist, the agnostic, will not ever be able to answer without the input of the Creator Supreme.
Okay.
Where do you stand?
You said you came to the conclusion that an intelligent creator is the explanation for for the situation you find yourself in?
I said that when I looked at everything, I came to the conclusion there must be a supreme intelligence behind this.
Okay, you came to that conclusion
Just by observation, yeah? Just by looking. As an example, I'm in Africa. I was in Africa. I was born in Africa. Yes? I looked at a tree and there was something orange, hanging.
right?
Yeah? I came to learn that it was an orange.
Yep.
Yeah? Like I commonly use the example of the tree. That fruit
Yep.
led me on a journey. Now, just think about this logically. The orange. How do we get an orange?
From a tree,
Where does the tree come from?
from a seed,
Where does the seed come from?
inside the orange.
Now, where did it come from originally?
Originally, I don't know. You can
Okay,
speculate on
that's
the
a
origins.
that's a good answer. But now think about the speculation element here. Okay, if we look at the evidence that we possess for the understanding in relation to the beginning of the universe,
Okay, going all the way back to.
back to the quarks and leptons,
Okay.
everything. I want you to follow it through. Everything that happened subsequently, where did the seed come from?
It's getting set up now. From the original conditions of the universe.
The original conditions did not have anything that we would consider to be life.
As I understand it, but life.
As we
ultimately
understand
came
it.
from it.
Yes? Life ultimately came from it. You are telling me what we consider to be a mystery. Because that is what is suggested. There is no evidence for it. Okay? If we go to abiogenesis, there is no evidence for it. There is speculation about how it may have occurred. But that's not my question. My question is about the seed. Where did the seed come from to be able to come onto this mass of matter and do its job?